Halloween 4 did so well in the box office that a sequel was immediately put into production and released just a year later. What did it do right? Did it do anything right? Will I ever stop talking about how much I don't like this film? All these questions will be answered because this is day 5 of the 12 days of Halloween. Last time on Halloween. 10 years after his previous massacre, Michael Myers awoke to learn he has a niece, Jamie Lloyd. He wasted no time and immediately set out to kill the young child, but Dr. Loomis was already hot on his trail. Many murders ensued, but Michael was ultimately subdued by Jamie, her foster sister Rachel, Dr. Loomis, and the Haddonfield Police Department. All seemed to be well until Jamie took a pair of scissors and stabbed her foster mother. What will happen now that Jamie has fallen under her uncle's footsteps? Let's find out. Okay, so Halloween 5, let's just get into this real quick. Halloween 5 was just a mess in terms of production. Because they didn't even start filming with a completed script. They kept on making things up as they went, including what's the central plot element of Halloween 6. The Man in Black, the Thorn Cult, all of that added in after the fact. They just put the Thorn tattoo on Michael for no reason. They had no goal in mind for what that was going to be.
And if you had no idea what Halloween 6 was about, you'd have no idea that that was a cult.
In fact, the writers of Halloween 5 didn't even know that it was a cult. They were expecting the Halloween 6 writers to figure it out, but then Halloween 5 tanked so bad that Halloween 6 wouldn't come out for another 6 years.
Yeah.
There are so many things wrong with it. Let's just talk about the plot. Basically, it's the same thing again, because every Halloween movie is just going to be Michael Myers kills people, goes after one person, they defeat Michael Myers, but then he escapes. And that's all it is. But this time, there's random bullshit around about thorns and the guy in black.
It makes no sense whatsoever. And if we're jumping right into the plot, I think we can give this a solid 1.
We can give this a solid 0. The fact that it just doesn't try, even when they started, like it didn't even have promise from the start. That warrants a 0. Speaking of 0, characters.
I hate the characters in this. All garbage except for Loomis. Loomis will always be amazing, but everyone else is garbage.
All garbage. First of all, Tina. Tina sucks. Tina's annoying. Tina makes all the wrong decisions, and all of Tina's friends suck too. The fact that they named her boyfriend Michael just for a gag where Michael Myers would pretend to be him, what was the point?
Yep.
Spitz is dumb, his girlfriend is dumb, but you know what? Those are the characters we have to focus on. But let's talk about the characters that came back. First of all, Rachel. Let's talk about how Rachel changed from 4 to 5. She went from being smart, knowing what to do, to, oh my god, boys in the malls in fashion. Oh my god, Michael Myers, who's that? Oh my god.
Doesn't she get killed like the first 20 minutes of the movie or something?
She gets killed in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and they don't really mention her until the end of the movie. Like, Tina is always like, oh, where's Rachel? I can take over the house now. It's like, hey, come in. And the friends all like, hey, where's Rachel? Man, I don't know. Let's just take over the house. And then they never mention it again.
And why did they even let themselves in?
Exactly.
Because they're terrible characters, that's why. Rachel just did a complete 180 and digressed so hard that she got even worse than she started in Halloween 4. Now, Jamie didn't even talk for the first half of this film.
Yeah.
She basically didn't have anything to do aside from freak out and pretend to scream.
I got that in Halloween 4. They tried to make her she's the killer, but
that is completely disregarded in Halloween 5.
Yeah.
And there's no real explanation. It might have been a dream. It might have been that her stepmom just survived. But what?
And if you think they're gonna mention this again in Halloween 6, they don't, because they kill her off in 15 minutes.
Halloween is just great at killing off characters we like in the first few minutes.
Yep, especially when we need a good explanation.
We'll talk about that next time in Halloween 6, and then again in Halloween H2O.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next.
Now let's talk about the worst characters in Halloween 5. Those two cops
Oh!
who had their
Let me tell you!
they had their own soundtrack and there's like bells and whistles and like little wheels and wah wah.
Yeah.
That's how dumb they were. They got their own clown soundtrack. They didn't show up very often, but when they did, the whole tone of the film just derailed.
Yep.
Okay, so the only good characters are Dr. Loomis and Billy.
Yeah.
Because Billy's a little kid with stutter he's endearing, but everyone else terrible. So for Loomis and for Billy, it gets a 1. Tits, 0. I will say that if you go frame by frame, there is partial nudity. But that's only if you go frame by frame, which is what I had to do to edit this episode. I didn't understand why Michael Myers decided to use farm equipment for his kills. Like, he killed Michael with a little, like, maybe, I don't even know what it's called, but he used it to, like, garden. He used a pitchfork for spits and a scythe for his girlfriend. I don't even remember her name.
Yeah.
That's how forgettable she was.
It's bad.
And then the rest of the kills were just kind of there. There wasn't much to see. I mean, there was a hanging. A lot of them were killed off screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, a lot were killed off screen.
Overall, Kills gets a, just because not Michael Myers, Mike did the little twitch, I might just give it a 2. Why not? Who cares? There are so many things that just don't work for this film. Now let's talk about acting. Loomis, pretty good. Billy, pretty good. Jamie doesn't say anything for the first half.
That's great acting, let me tell you.
She's in recovery, so I guess she's acting like she's only slowly starting to become able to talk.
Okay,
again.
but how did she learn sign language?
That is a good question.
Or better yet, why does she know sign language? Because she starts speaking it halfway through the movie, so like, why does she need it?
I don't know. Let's talk about the downfall of the acting section. Tina, one line sells it when she's like, that basically means I want to die. Okay, so Donald Pleasance is in it.
That's the only thing.
1.
Yeah. Alright, so 0, 1, 0, 2, 1.
0, 1, 0, 2, 1.
Yeah, not looking too hot.
So using the famous Beppy weighted average, here's a pie chart, Halloween 5 comes to a 0.5 out of 5.
Oh. Oh, boy.
I sure do enjoy complaining.
Oh, this.
Next time on Halloween, we'll talk about how the writing staff scrambled to create something that dealt with the problems with Halloween 5 and failed so bad that they had to reboot the franchise. But until then, thanks for watching and drive safe.
And don't watch Halloween 5.